So before, we have plain, white, boring, and they get actually really dirty if you did take these for a run. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hydro dip these with a film that we got off Amazon, and we are gonna turn them into something that is honestly not quite so boring. All right, so step number one is you wanna take your shoes and you wanna just scrub them. You wanna clean them. You would think coming straight from a store, they'd be relatively clean, but people are disgusting. So we are just gonna make sure, like this. What is this? I don't know what this dirt mark is. Maybe this is why they were on sale. So after you have cleaned them as best you can, you wanna go ahead and remove anything that you don't want the ink to be on. That includes laces. Sometimes in running shoes you can take out the tongue. So take that out if you can or if you want to. But definitely make sure those laces come out. Once you've got all of that removed, we're going to go ahead and take the painter's tape here, and we are going to cover up anything that you don't want the ink to get on that you can't remove. So that's like this bottom portion here. We'll go ahead and cover that in painter's tape, and then we're going to go ahead and cover this all up with painter's tape because we don't want it to get into the actual shoe itself. So what you can do with the painter's tape is you can have it create fun patterns for you or kind of omit where the ink goes. So for me, I want to cover up this part of the tongue here so that it's not just one full block of this colored ink. It just gives it some more dimension, depth, and honestly, I just think it looks better. Once you've got everything taped off that you want, the next step is to go ahead and just take some basically white spray paint is all it is, and do 2 coats, kind of a light misting. That's what the ink is gonna stick to. So actually be a really good way to just make your shoes look clean again if they're white. I never realized that, but that actually works out really well. Like, boop, that's gone. So file that away. All right, so temperature's at 89, 91, 92, 93, 100, just kidding. So it's at 92, which is perfect. We want it to be in that upper 80s, lower 90s range because of science. I actually don't know why, but science says we do, so that's what we do. Lay your ink down in the water very carefully. We don't want any creases, anything like that. So we've got our activator. All right, don't get stingy with the activator. It's all activated. We want to go ahead and make sure all of our tape is down one last time. So push it down at the corners, push it down everywhere. Oh, it's so tacky. All right, I mean like sticky, tacky. All right, so you want to go through at a 45-degree angle all the way through the film. Once you go, you got to commit. It's got to go. Oh yeah, look at that. Shake it off, shake it off, shake it off, shake it off, shake it off. Alrighty.
That's perfect.
Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, we got a little runny on that side, but just like people,
okay.
It's not gonna be perfect. But look at that texture. And again, we're gonna take off the edge here, so that'll be like white. With shoe number 1 out, and looking good so far. Looking good, looking good. I do like this pattern a lot. That looks so good. All right, so with that shoe out, I'm gonna go ahead and get as much of this ink out as we can.
And with the second shoe, just want to do the exact same thing. Put it in at a 45-degree angle once you've got that film laid out and sprayed with the activator. Shake it, shake it, shake it until you are left with 2 perfect shoes.
So this is the final product here, and I am so happy with how this turned out. So it looks amazing. Like, I figured they'd look pretty cool, but this is honestly on a whole other level. So and in the next video, we'll make running shoes for dogs. It would look a lot better if you put your paws in there, Lampy, and you cooperate.